So if you're looking to grow on social media as quickly as possible, but you want to do it the organic way, this video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to Market Vibe. Michael here. Definitely hit the subscribe, hit the bell because we're doing 365 days of videos to help business owners and entrepreneurs grow and scale their business. So today I want to talk to you guys about organic social media growth. And so if you've looked at our profiles, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, for example, we've done it all organic. And that means we haven't done any sort of Facebook ads, Pinterest ads. TikTok just has ads now, but it's been done all organically. And so people ask us a lot of the times, how are we able to do it? Because I know that we have a lot of newer business owners who watch the channel. And so you might not necessarily have the money to spend on ads yet, especially when it comes to spending ads to grow your social media. You might be using your ad money simply for, conversions and leads and sales. And so I want to really talk to you today about the ways that we've been able to grow our platform so quickly and do it so effectively so that you can turn around and be able to do that for your business. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get familiar with the platform that we're talking about. Whether it's you're trying to grow on Instagram or Pinterest, you're going to want to really know the ins and outs of the platform. And the first thing that I'm talking about is the best practices. And so I'll just use Instagram, for example. If you're going according to Instagram's best practices, they want you to post 8 to 10 stories a week, 5 to 7 reels, 2 to 3 carousels, 2 to 3 still posts, and they want you to post 1 to 2 new guides a week and go live for 1 hour a week. So obviously that sounds like a lot of content, but if you're trying to go according to their best practices and you want to grow as quickly as possible, obviously the best way to do that would be to adhere to those best practices. The second thing, as far as the ins and outs of the platform, is you're going to want to know what type of content performs the best on that particular platform. So we'll talk about Instagram again. Carousels and then reels are the top 2 ways to get engagement. And so then if you're going on Instagram and you're thinking, well, I want to grow the quickest, and they say 5 to 7 reels and 2 to 3 carousels are the best practices, well, you want to make sure to do those 2 things before you do anything else. Because if they're going to give you the best engagement, the best algorithm favor for doing reels and carousels, well, you want to make sure to prioritize those above anything else. And then the last thing, as far as knowing the ins and outs of the platform, is really understand the user base, know the age, the demographics, what type of content they like to consume. Because the more that you can understand the user base of the particular platform, the more that you can create that particular type of content that you know will go viral, that they'll engage with, that'll really build a community because you're building it based on their interests. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create content at scale and quickly. It's the hit them fast, hit them hard sort of method is what we like to call it. And it's really just creating content and out creating the competition. So the first part of this is you're basically just hacking the platform and the algorithm. You're posting so much content according to their best practices, which if you think about it, how many people do you know, if we're using Instagram as an example, that are posting all of that content, that I previously mentioned, the, 5 to 7 reels, 2 to 3 carousels, an hour of live, all of that stuff? It's probably very few people, in all honesty, probably like 1% or less. And so you're basically hacking their algorithm by doing exactly what they're telling you. They're giving you a blueprint for success. It's just most people either, don't have the time, don't have the ideas or the patience to create that, or a team to create that quantity at scale. And so you're basically hacking the algorithm and the blueprint they're giving you by doing that the 99% won't do. The second thing about getting on a platform and creating that much content at that much scale is it builds a great foundation for you. You've got so much content then over the next, 60 to 90 days that you can then repurpose to other platforms. If you say, want to go and you want to organically growth hack, say Pinterest after you've done Instagram, well, you've got so many reels and carousels and quotes and all of this different type of content that you can then take over to Pinterest and recreate the same type of effect according to then Pinterest's best practices. And the last thing, I alluded to this earlier, is you're just going to basically out-create the competition. And it's just people don't have a lot of time, especially newer business owners, people without a team, to create all of that content we were talking about. And so by you creating all of that content, you're simply going to be pushed higher in the algorithm because you're giving Instagram, for example, what it wants. It's told you, I want this type of content this many times a week, and you're giving it exactly what it wants, which ultimately it wants to keep people on the platform and on your profile longer, which more content does exactly that, because it keeps people coming back wondering, oh, what have they created today? What's what's new that they've created this week. And with you creating that much content, you always have new content for people to see. So the last main thing I want to highlight is the after. And here's the thing, it's great to create a bunch of content. It's great to go viral, to grow a huge following. But if you don't have a plan for, how am I going to nurture this community, build this audience, sell to this audience, if there's no sort of plan for the after, what happens is people slowly trickle away because there's no real plan, there's no journey, there's no incentive to come back and kind of see what's going on. You're not walking them through a path or a journey. And so I really want to talk about and highlight some things about what you can do after you've built all this content and attracted all this attention and people to your profile. So the first thing you're going to want to think about is, where are you going to funnel these people to? Social media is great, but what happens if the platform goes down, if it ceases to exist? So you want to have a place to funnel people. And normally you hear people talk about a website or a text or email list. So you really want to think about, okay, where do I want to funnel these people to off platform? So off Instagram, for example. And so you want to use the link in your profile. You want to use clear call to actions about what you want people to do next. So sign up for my email list, sign up for my text message list, visit my website, because you want to get people off the platform in some place that you can communicate with them that isn't a social media platform. So now that you've funneled them off of Instagram and say it's to an email list, now you have to think about, okay, well, what's the plan for them? What's the journey? Why are they on my email list? What do I want to teach them? What is the eventual thing I want them to do? Do I want them to buy a product or service? Do I want to educate them from start to finish on something? Really think about, after you've gotten them off Instagram and onto your email list, for example, really what do you want the next steps to be for them as an audience member and a consumer of your products and services? And then the very last thing to think about is, what is the end goal of it all? So you have all of this growth. Are you looking to do affiliate and brand deals with all of this social media growth? Are you looking to funnel people to a new social media platform? So now you've built up an Instagram, say, are you looking to funnel them to Pinterest to also grow your Pinterest account? What is the point of all of this growth? Because we always like to say that you should think about the end at the beginning. And so what was the point of you hacking, organically, this social media platform? What was your end goal that you had in mind? And so if you're not sure and you're watching this video and you're doing that, really go back and think about, well, what do I want to do with all of this growth? Because again, you don't want to experience all of this growth, virality, and following and things like that, but have no plan and then have it be for nothing. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this video of how to organically hack and grow your social medias. I hope that this was helpful. If you guys have any other questions about how we've been able to do it, questions in general, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. But until next time, see you guys later.